Well, welcome back to Frank's Presents the Play Call. Another Saturday here, right before the playoff starts. The wild card round starts. Is Bree, me, Nikki, and June on? Nikki, I'll start with you. How are you doing this morning?
I'm great. Thanks for asking.
Awesome. June, how you feeling?
Feeling off work.
That's great. And Bree, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. I got my Tampa Bay all day shirt on. Yesterday was National Mike Evans Day. Um, the governor of Florida, we don't say his name, but the governor of Florida, he officially made in the state of Florida January 10th National Mike Evans Day. So big shout out to Mike Evans. I wore my Tampa Bay all day for him.
Okay. I thought that was dope. That they did that for him. You know what I'm saying? I thought that was real
He
dope.
was about to crash out if he didn't get the 5 yards.
Oh yeah, yeah. Listen, that was close.
He would
That
have
was
to start
close.
all over from scratch.
Bro, I would have been mad. And he might not have another 10 years. You know what I'm saying? That's the crazy thing about it. So no, he gotta do is next
I
year do a
love it. I
thousand
love
yards.
it.
Yeah. And he gotta do, one
Oh,
more season of 1,000 yards, he breaks the record.
because he was about to crash out when Bucky
Hmm.
Irvin scored that touchdown, and he went on the sidelines about to crash out.
Bro, he couldn't slide. He could have slid. You know what I'm saying? Like he
He
didn't
already
have
had
to.
first down. He already had
Yeah.
first down. But it's okay. Look, God made it happen. The Lord made it happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to Cooper Rush. Hey, you didn't get your Cooper Rush day. You could blame your owner.
But you
Yeah,
got
for
you
real.
got an extra 500,000. You got an extra 500,000. Um, but yeah, let's go. Let's recap the last week games. Um, Opening my ESPN app and updated this morning. I did my lashes this morning, but
Looks
these are like
nice.
so huge on my eyes. They're so big. Like, wow, Beyonce. Oh, Duke basketball's playing. All right. So on the last week of the regular season on Saturday, the Bengals beat the Steelers 19-17, and the Ravens beat the Browns 35-10 on Sunday, January 5th. Hold on, Toby's choking. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
He was choking in the background.
I know. Yes, he's okay. Like he's gonna stop. Yes, mom, I'm fine.
On Sunday, January 5th, Texans defeated the Titans 23-14. The Panthers defeated the Falcons in overtime 44-38. Great game. The Bucks beat the Saints 27-19. Patriots beat the Bills 23-16. Colts beat the Jags 26-23 in overtime. The Commanders beat the Cowboys 23-19. Eagles beat the Giants 20-13. Bears defeated the Packers 24-22. Seahawks defeated the Rams 30-25. Jets defeated the Dolphins 32-20. Broncos defeated the Chiefs 38-0. That was a fluke game. The Chargers defeated the Raiders 34-20. Cardinals defeated the 49ers 47-24. And Lions defeated the Vikings 31-9. Now for our predictions, me and Frank both finished with 12 correct predictions. Nikki with 11 and June with 5. I won the regular season with 189. Then Frank right behind me with 186. Then Nikki 179, and June had 174.
Congrats, Bree, on winning the season. You know what I'm saying?
After
That's
4
what's
years, I
up.
finally won. After 4 years, I finally won.
Uh,
But
that's
yes,
funny.
um,
What's funny, Frank?
because I've been in third and last place in the
Frank.
last 4 years.
No, no,
What?
no, 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 no. Bree. Frank, what's funny?
No, what she said is finally 4 years she finally won.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow, what you thought was funny? What you thought I was talking about? Like,
I don't know. That's why I asked. That's why I asked.
nah, nah. That's what it is. Dead ass. Like, I don't understand what you
Mhm.
talking
I
about.
didn't
Like,
say anything.
is TK back? Because something's tickling you under the blanket, girl. What's
No, it
going
was you. It was you.
on? That's
Belt,
funny.
Belt to Ask Game of the Week, we have some finalists. We
I
have
got my hand too.
for Belt to Ask Game of the Week, we have Sorry. Ravens to Browns 35-10. And then the next game we have is
recording, bro.
Broncos and Chiefs 38-0. Then we have Cardinals and 49ers 47-24, and then Lions Vikings 31-9.
No, mine's is Lions Vikings.
Yeah, mine will be Lions Vikings. They definitely put belt to ass. I've never seen Justin Jefferson drop so many balls in my lifetime. Drop so many passes since he's been in the league. You laughing at me?
Frank is on one today.
That whole team was they played scared the whole game. They played desperate, going on it on 4th and goal for each drive instead of kicking a field goal to put more points on the board. I think they missed a total of an extra 12 points to put on the board with 4 missed field goal attempts and 4th and goal. So yeah, that's my belt to ass game of the week. The Lions came out delivered. They played amazing. Big shout out to Jahmyr Gibbs, 4 touchdowns. He has the most touchdowns this season by far for the regular season. So big shout out to him. June and Frank, what's your belt to ass games of the week?
So if you don't mind, can you repeat them? Because G FaceTimed me from Bahrain, and that's what I was trying to show him. He wants me to deliver a message
The
to
Ravens,
you,
the Browns.
To me?
Oh, yes, he does.
The Chiefs.
Girl, you don't see me talking to Miss Bree Alexis here?
Oh, I was answering. I was telling you. Okay,
I wasn't done with the. I got to deliver a message. I'm gonna text you the message though, because we're recording, and I don't want to put it over the air. No, he just say he loves you. Listen, so go to the games again.
Ravens and Browns, Chiefs and Bears, 49ers and Cardinals. Chiefs and Broncos, 49ers and Cardinals, and the Lions and Vikings.
You said Lions and Vikings is yours, right?
And Nikki said the same thing.
Yeah, that's mine too. I think that was the game of the week. That's probably the week 4. Like, Lions came out, handled business. They made Sam Darnold look like he was back on the Jets. And
I know, my poor baby. He's good though. We had that pep talk.
Yeah, a lot of people are giving credit though. They're giving him a lot of slack right now, especially going against the Rams coming up. They're not sure he can pull it out. So, but that's the game I wanted to see. I think that's the game that had the most implication going into the offseason. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna be my game.
Yep, June.
I agree.
Okay. So just now, Art, that was built to ask game of the week. For me, the most exciting game of the week for me would definitely be the Buccaneers and Saints game. It's a tie between Buccaneers and Saints and the Panthers and Falcons. That was another make or break game for the Bucs and for the Falcons because whoever won went into the playoffs, whoever lost got eliminated. But I think both of those games have really strong momentum, divisional games in the same division. Panthers and Falcons score after score after score after score after score. Both Michael Penix and Bryce Young did their thing. I think the Falcons found a quarterback in Michael Penix, and he's gaining momentum. And Frank, what is he doing week by week?
Improving.
There we go. And the Bucs and Saints game because Saints was putting belt to ass at the beginning of the game, and then the whole Mike Evans debacle that happened towards the end of the game was just icing on the cake. Like that's just something watching it happen and watching him celebrate was amazing.
Yeah, no, that was. Remember, we was watching the game and we was like, "Yo, he screwed him over."
Buffalo Wild Wings, like, yeah.
We was like, "Yo, he screwed them over." You know what I'm saying?
We were like,
I was like, "Yo, the defense don't get it back in time. We done." Like this guy. If I was Mike Evans, I would have lost my entire. I would like what you young guys say. The young people crash out. I would have crashed out in the locker room, just
crash the fuck out,
getting that work. But yeah, that was a good game. Nikki, what's up? Why you so quiet, girl?
June is really quiet too.
Yeah, Nikki was smiling earlier and stuff, and I was, now she's not saying nothing. Like, what's going on?
You guys are talking,
Right?
You know what I mean?
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. I'm sorry.
When I wanted to tell him the game, he was like, "Can't you see I'm talking?" And I'm like, "Oh, okay."
I was delivering a message. I wanted you to tell me the games. I did. You know what I'm saying? I was just trying to give it a message.
All right.
You're still my boo. I don't know how to sing the song, but if I could, I would. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so
Junior.
my game is
Mhm.
still the Vikings and the Lions. I think that was the game of the week, period, regardless. Like, no thing against the Tampa and all that, but whatever, right? Um, um, they're two good teams right now. Um, the shocker for me was that because I thought not the Rams, the Lions played really well, but then I felt like the Vikings played really bad. So like, you couldn't give the, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was like, man, I wish it was a little bit more competitive so we can like both teams could really be tested.
Hmm.
Fear is a terrible thing to deal with, and it was very evident that the Vikings were very fearful. Like they were desperate. Like I mean, like you said with the belt to ass game, fourth down and you couldn't punch it in, right? And it's fine. All right, let's just say fourth down, you didn't punch it in one time, but it was numerous of times. It was like, bruh, and y'all keep going down. Y'all keep going for fourth down. I don't know. I think that was it was already the most talked about game going into the week because of
Hmm.
where they stand. And then for them to like you would have thought it was like the beginning of the season for the Vikings. Like
Hmm.
just, you know, I'm not nervous for them this week. I do believe I've said this in the past, any given Sunday and that Sunday or Monday, whatever, just wasn't their day. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I'm not nervous for them. But it was just, if lack of better words, it was complete shock how bad they did.
Mhm.
So that's it. That's my game
I,
for the week.
I think I agree with you, Nick, on that one. Like I said, that's the one I was looking forward to. But I want to give credit to that defensive coordinator of the Lions,
Oh my
who took
gosh, I hope he comes because
so that took 17 hits on defense by losing 17 players, especially Hutchinson. And there's a part of the game when they pretty much sold the game up. The game's over. He's sitting on the bench and he got his arms up
yeah,
my job,
like
like my
chilling.
job's done. Yeah, like I did my job. And I
Hmm.
don't think people realize and give credit. We're so wrapped up on the Eagles defense and all these other defenses, but we're not giving them credit that the fact that they had two columns of injured people out. And a lot of us were saying, well, damn, they losing Montgomery, losing Hutchinson, losing all these players. Can they still win? And they're still finding a way to win convincingly against teams with winning records.
Hmm.
That's the thing about it, right?
Hmm.
So I want to give a shout out to that DC man because that defense coordinator did his job. Dan Campbell is showing that an ex player can be a head coach, and they've never been 15 and whatever the record is two. They've never been the number one seed. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And look, coaching, everything's changing, and you know
It it took
I'm here
time
for it.
too, It took time, but it's paying off. Like they didn't sell their grandma's, lungs and kidneys to get to where they are
Facts.
now. You know what I mean? So, it's a fresher breath air for them and for
Yeah.
fans that really like football, Because the lines wasn't in there. But I tell you this, a few years ago, when they only lost to the quote unquote best team or whatever at that time, the Eagles, I knew they was up and coming. I knew. So good on them.
Yeah.
In June.
Um, I don't know. I think it's gonna be opposite based on uh I mean the I think the Lions put the blueprint out there for the Rams to put the pressure on the Vikings. And when you put the pressure on Sam, Sam makes mistakes, which he hurries, and then which causes the ball to be behind or in front of Jefferson, and he wasn't ready for those, which
Hmm.
caused the drops. So now we got these wildfires going on in LA, and LA is going to bring that type of energy to kind of back that up and fight for him. I think so, which is going to make the game a little bit more interesting. They're flying. over there, and it was taking in place in Phoenix. So I think the game is going to be a lot closer than what we think. And I wouldn't be surprised if LA takes the dub. And all based
I
on
would be surprised.
and it's all based on the lack of experience that Sam has had in the playoffs. He hasn't had that, which what the Rams brings to the table. So we'll go with the upset of the wild card weekend. It's going to be the Rams beating the Vikings at home.
I know we in the game yet, but yeah, okay, I like that.
Yeah, I'm about to say,
Didn't
June,
either.
that was not the question, but all right.
Well,
Let's go.
I'm tying the whole narrative together.
So the
Because
question
Okay.
was,
tie
what was
into
your game
everything.
of the what? The
We
question
moved
was,
on. We moved on, Bree.
Yeah, the question
let's
was,
go.
what was your game of the week?
And that's it right there. I was really
No, that game hasn't. That
Hey,
game
hold on.
hasn't
I was
happened.
piggybacking off what Nikki said.
So the
No,
game of
Nikki
the week
talked
for
about-
week
Oh
18.
no, Nikki said they're gonna bounce back this weekend.
Yeah, but
So I was kind of just flowing in
no.
that.
So Nikki was
But we can move on.
Nikki was recapping her game of the week, which was the
Well,
Vikings and
That was
Lions.
it. That was
And
it.
then what was your regular season game of the week?
And that was it. It was the Vikings, and it's the Vikings and the
Lions.
and the Lions.
Oh, okay.
That was it. But it really, if that was it, but it really didn't.
All right. You emphasized on the way they played on that week for their upcoming week. All right. Good job, June. Whew.
June is lost in the sauce. All right. So
No, I think you guys are a little bit. I think you
Speaking
guys
of-
are not understanding the fate that I took. Sometimes you gotta adjust.
I think what you're saying. You tied it in together because you want the. I got you.
okay. Well, I kind of want to put something that June said. And it was the whole LA fires thing. And only thing I want to emphasize when it comes to that, first of all, prayers to the city of Los Angeles. So devastating. Me, Nikki, and June went through 2 of the neighborhoods that are completely gone now. So big prayers to everybody. And maybe because I'm just an empath and I'm very sensitive at the same time. I see a lot of people are like, oh, they're rich. They could just buy a new house. But a lot of people, they work for what they build for. There's a lot of memories and things that you can't get back, you know? So big prayers to everyone who lost their house. But one thing I want to say is big shout out to the Arizona Cardinals. They decided to send 2 huge airplanes to Los Angeles to pick up the Rams, but not only the Rams, they also picked up their entire families, all their pets, and brought them to Arizona. And they're using a training facility to host the Rams who brought their pets so their pets could run around and play and stuff. And the Arizona Cardinals also funded the hotel costs for the teams and their families. And I thought that was special. I thought that was beautiful. That is amazing because you have the LA Lakers and the LA Clippers that only said, I'm only taking the players out of LA. And you had Kawhi Leonard that says, I'm not leaving with the team. I'm staying behind with my family. And evacuating with my family, I'm not leaving my family. But yeah, big shout out to the Cardinals for even bringing the dogs and the pets and stuff. There's a video of Matt Stafford with his daughters and then their dog walking off the plane and stuff was so cute. So I just wanted to say
nice.
that. And the NFL only donated $5 million. That's like $20.
So
They donated something, right?
They donated something. I donated $5. So
shout out to the NBA for donating $1 million.
1 million. Yeah, the NBA donated 1 million.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
the fires are still going. It just hit
But that's
Calabasas.
$6 million in $5. It adds up, you know.
Yeah, but these are $100 billion leagues, you know?
Mm.
But look, hey, last night, I know off topic, last night we said $5 million. That's not even the cost of Janae Aiko's like mailbox, you know? She said a $33 million home.
They to be honest, one of my guys that lives in Cali said that they just took off the fire insurance off home insurance.
Yeah.
So some
State
people will
Farm.
not
Like
even get
State Farm.
reimbursed. Yup.
State Farm canceled the fire insurance for that whole area of Palisades because they stated that that area never
Mhm.
gets wildfires, so they don't need fire insurance. So
hmm And the other sad part about this, real quick before because I want to get back on topic. People acting like they're helpers to get into people's house and robbing them.
Mm-hmm.
Dressed in uniforms. Yeah, bro. They had I
Mm-hmm.
saw
A lot
something
of
in the
looting.
news. Yep.
Huge. A lot
So
of.
it's just sad how the world is. People already losing their homes and got shit going on. You got people trying to go in their home and rob them. Like, anyways, what's the next topic, Bree?
Next topic is we have some fires. Speaking of fires, we got some people who got fired. So
Mm-hmm.
um we'll start with we'll start slow and then get back up. The Carolina Panthers, they fired a few assistant coaches, the linebacker coach, the quality control coach, and the safeties coach all got fired. We already know Chicago Bears fired their coach. The Cincinnati Bengals fired their defensive coordinator. They also fired their linebacker coach, their defensive line coach, and their O line coach. Um, the Jacksonville Jaguars fired Doug Peterson.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you saw what Trevor said about
No,
it? He made a statement. He thanked them pretty much. He was like, like before he said my first year was rough, and then he came in and he helped me grow. He helped the team out, got us to a winning record. I don't think he agreed with the fire, to be honest
oh
with you,
yeah,
but I
his
don't
first
think.
under Urban Meyer, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. So I don't think he agreed with them firing Doug. But he didn't say that. He just thanked them for what he did for the team and kind of just was supportive in the sense of of him being a coach and stuff like that. But I thought it was actually I thought it was good on his part. Reading it, I felt like what he was trying to say was like, "Yo, I don't agree with you being gone, but that's out of my hand." And then the owner, I don't know. I saw the clip, Bree, where they were interviewing him and the GM, and basically they asked him about that if you got a head coach coming in and he wants a different GM. He said, "Oh, I'll try it. I'll do it." I just, if it was me, and I'm not a GM or somebody, I would be like, "Damn, motherfucker, get rid of me now, then."
Mm.
If it don't make me wait, you know what I'm saying? Like if you don't know I'm gonna be here when the head coach come in, then yo, I'm out. Peace out. Let me go. You
Oh,
know what I'm
we
saying?
wouldn't be mad because we actually want him gone.
Well, your owner need to get rid of him.
You get what I'm saying? So that for us, what Sean said for us is like, okay, that they might, it might be a will because Trent is trash. So yeah,
The next head coach that got fired was Antonio Pierce.
yeah. Mm-mm.
Ugh.
That one's it sucks, man. It
Yeah.
sucks. He's a first time head coach like Gerard Mayo. And the reason I'm gonna tell you why it sucks because the narrative. June. I know you put it up jokingly, but I'm a speak on it, right? It's not jokingly. You got a guy that just bought onto the team as a minority owner who has a lot of pull, and there was already rumors starting that he was going to have a say on operations of the team. So here comes Antonio Pierce, AP, and because he doesn't have a quarterback, let's just be honest, he didn't have the quarterback he needed. Um, and the GM let Devontae Adam go. Like that's crazy to me. Um,
He got fired too.
yeah, he now he gets fired, and the rumors is that I guess the owner and Brady were talking, and they want to go in a different direction. You know, if that's the case again, you should never hire this man. You know what I'm saying? Or I would have gave him another year and let him see what we get in the draft and see what's going on. But there's rumors going around that I guess Brady reached out to Belichick. I don't know if you guys heard, but now Dion's saying that he's not opposed to coaching Shador and Shiloh in the NFL.
Mm.
If
So now
they
you
get
got that.
the same team.
Yeah. So, and it's possible because a lot of people don't think that Shiloh's going to get drafted. He probably undrafted. So they're looking at any team that wants to get him, especially if it comes with the package deal of getting the dad, why not take the risk? So I think it was messed up for AP, all around. He brought a certain vibe, um, not a vibe, a certain culture back to the Raiders. And I guess it's the old culture of the Raiders that they're not scared of anybody. He was talking trash about the Chiefs. And remember that one penalty they gave Crosby? for hitting Mahomes, and he said, "I don't care. You keep hitting him. We'll take all the penalties." That's what they needed, and they had that. I just hope that whatever they're doing is gonna. That organization's fucked anyway, so it is what it is. They got. I think it was messed up. I'm for that.
Okay, and then we have Gerard Mayo was fired from head coach. Frank, what are your thoughts on that one?
So again, another one that I felt was premature. Um, the team is not ready, and I think you have to understand that when you hire anyone, you got to build that team up. And it's not an overnight success. But you saw the thing I put in our chat that people were saying that it was stuff that he was doing that the ownership didn't like. Well, his wife responded, or his sister, or somebody responded
His
and
wife.
said, yeah, his wife, and said that that was BS. And they don't stop trying to tarnish his name. She's going to speak on the stuff that really was happening. But
You
I
know she's
think,
from Trinidad, his wife.
mm. So I think what happened with that hire and fire is simple. Kraft hired somebody that he had an emotional connection to. It wasn't business. Brought him in thinking it was going to work out. Now that Vrabel's available, things didn't go the way they wanted to go. They didn't have a better winning season or a better season than they had last year. He was like, yo, he's gone. And maybe it's because Vrabel's out there, he wants Vrabel, or maybe because but they're the number one franchise so how was it? They were ranked number one for a coach to go to because of Drake May, the cap space. We have the most cap space in the NFL, and the talent at quarterback. If you get the right offensive minded head coach in there, it could be a difference. So they're the number one landing spot for a head coach. Like I guess the most wanted job
Mm-hmm.
in some of the people's rankings. But that's my take on it. He wasn't ready to be a head coach, and he hired him prematurely, and that's the price you pay. When you realize, oh shit, I don't. Listen, it sucks, but we'll see what happens.
Yes. I think, like you said, I think it was way too soon,
Mhm.
They didn't give him enough time to develop that team. You also have to remember that Gerard Mayo started from complete scratch, new quarterbacks, baby wide receivers, right? I think Boutte was probably one of the only veteran wide receivers that they had. Um, Started from complete scratch. And I would say this: his energy shifted after they lost week 2, 3, and 4, I believe, from the first week when they beat the Bengals, and then once Drake May started, his energy went back up into positivity. I might be the only one that don't see a problem with this, but I feel like them getting mad at him for on the plane back after losing to the Arizona Cardinals, he's playing Uno with the team versus watching film with the rest of the coaches. Sometimes it's not just always about football work, And that wasn't an issue to me. So I don't know why it was such a big issue. Well, I'm not one of those hired people, But it's
Well,
just like,
go ahead, go ahead.
oh,
No, I'll let you finish. Go ahead.
okay. Like I was like, why was that like brought up? Like, first of all, team camaraderie. It shows that he has a relationship with his players. Yeah, we just lost, but you know what? We're gonna get our minds off of it. Let's play a little bit of Uno, have a good time. Keep positivity. Is not everything has to be about work. You also want to develop and build a bond with those players. Yeah, work is important. Yes, you're the coach, but also I didn't see an issue with it.
I do. I do. I do. I definitely do. And I'm gonna tell you why. My organization is losing. Again, I've said this plenty of times. We dominated the NFL for 20 plus years. There's commercials where they were like that Brady gets the mail delivered to the Super Bowl. And you go from that to a 3-14, another 3-14 season. And what you should be doing is studying what we did wrong during that game. And you're playing cards? No, you don't get paid to play cards, bro. You get paid to be the head coach of the team and analyze film. The other thing was that people said that he was on cloud nine from being the Bengals. But a lot of people that looked at the film said we got lucky against the Bengals. Let's not celebrate that. Let's realize we got lucky and let's focus on getting better. So
Mhm.
no, you're not getting paid to play cards with the guy, bro. I don't want a winning season. I want postseason appearance with postseason wins that lead to the Super Bowl. I've been to what the Patriots been to 10 Super Bowls as an organization and won six. Come on, bro. That's the I said this in offside. I think I said it to Nikki on the phone conversation. Some organizations are okay with just a winning season because they never won nothing before. But once you start winning and you got playoff wins and you got Super Bowl successes, a winning season is it's nothing. That's mediocre. Winning, the big thing, and going back to being able to talk his shit is what people want. And these owners are tired of it. So no, he doesn't get paid to play fucking Uno. He gets paid to look at film and get in his coach's asses so that they can get the team better. That's my take on it. June?
I agree. I think when you play the season, 17 weeks, right? Out of the entire year. Well, guess what? Outside of those 17 weeks, you got time to play Uno, you got time to play spades. Hell, you got time to play fucking hide and go seek if you want to. But you're not going to do that during the time where it's time to get serious. Your focus should be on trying to build strategies and see what went wrong so we could get right back at it. And even if you had a winning formula, which you have a winning streak now, and you can have that time to go ahead and develop those relationships with those players. But I just think it was at the wrong time. So is it wrong to do it? It's not wrong to do it. I just think he picked the extremely wrong time in his coaching career to do that. Could I see Harbaugh doing it? Yes, he's been doing it fucking forever. Can I see Bill Belichick doing it during his monumental time?
No.
He probably won't even
Bill
play.
Belichick said, "Fuck them kids."
Right. But what I'm saying is when you have that tenure in that position, you could afford to make those choices, and he just didn't have that luxury.
Yeah, okay. I see it. I see it in that aspect, that moment. I see
Like
it in that.
like if you take Tomlin, for example, if Tomlin did that, I probably wouldn't be mad. He has the equity to be successful. And his part of his leadership style is to lead men, right? So I would expect him to maybe go back there and do a dance with the guys and come back and sit down, But yeah, but anyways, that's enough with that dead horse. What's up, Nikki? Nikki's over there. Look at Nikki's hair. It's all flowing down. What we got, Bree?
All right. Next topic that we have, I just wanted to touch on this just a little bit. So on the Kelsey podcast, Jason Kelsey kind of called out Travis Kelsey and was like, "You guys, y'all did not want the Bengals in the playoffs, so y'all." He was like, "There's no way that y'all's second string didn't score not 1 point, not a field goal, not nothing. It was 38-0." And Kelsey was like, "Oh no, I wanted them in the playoffs. I wanted to see them in the playoffs, all this other stuff." So my question to y'all is, do you really think that they fluke to where the Bengals don't make it to the playoffs? Or do you think their second string is really that bad to where the Broncos scored 38-0 on them?
I'll go last. Nikki, would you want to take the first shot?
They didn't want to see the Bengals in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
It's a difference when you lose a game. They didn't play a game. 0?
And that's what Jason was getting at.
Okay, let's talk about it. Carson Wentz. Don't he got a ring?
Champion.
Don't he got a ring?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And now he can't put up 3? He can't get close to put up 3? No, y'all didn't want to see the Bengals in the playoff. It is what it is. Tell your truth. Talk about I will see them in the Walmart parking lot. Bruh. Come on. Tell the truth, shame the devil. They ain't in there anyway. You get what I'm saying? That's on the Bengals anyway. You get what I'm saying? But nah, y'all didn't want to see them because y'all know, first of all, the Chiefs ain't firing off on high cylinders like they have in the past. You get what I'm saying? And it's okay. You don't, not saying that they're going to win or not saying they're going to get there, but let me just eliminate another solid team when I can. I mean, They didn't lose. The Chiefs didn't lose. They didn't play. They didn't even play. So nah, that shit is BS. Jason did the right thing by calling his ass out, but Travis did the suckerish thing like the Chiefs did that last freaking game. Whatever.
June.
100% agree. I think he said what he had to say in his podcast because obviously he's not going to admit it. And I think it sucks for Carson Wentz. When the game first started, the commentator said this game is important to one person, not just one team. And that one person was Carson Wentz. Because if Carson Wentz would have went out there, would have balled out and still showcased what he's had in his bag, then he might have got an opportunity somewhere, especially with some struggling.
No, he's done.
But he put up that goose egg. So I think it's safe to say that Carson Wentz is going to go into his next life as a Super Bowl champion. Maybe it depends what happens in the playoffs. Never know.
For me, I agree with both of you. I'm not going to go into it. I do think that you can be honest on a podcast. I think there's nothing wrong with you being honest. If it was me, and I know that we did, I mean, let's be honest. He could say it. Listen, I'm glad they're not in. They beat us in Arrowhead. They beat us before, so I'm glad they're not in. Did we give the game away? I'm not going to say that, but I'm not crying because they're not in the playoffs either. So it is what it is. Next time, win some games earlier. Do better at the beginning of the season, and you wouldn't have this problem. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's Kelsey, it's Travis, and I like Jason, so I'm not going to beat it too much. But F Kelsey, bro, F Travis. He's a cornball anyways. He's a cornball. I don't like him. I think he's a sellout. I think he's
no.
a cultural appropriating guy. That's what I think it is. When it was cool to be with black women, he was. Now he with Taylor Swift. Get out of here. What's up?
New news. That's what he says on the podcast. All right, now we got pictures, and then we're gonna do our wild card predictions, and we are gonna be done. Okay. Ooh.
June, while she does that, you sent Sal your pick, your Super Bowl prediction pick?
I did. Who'd you pick?
I ain't sent mine yet. I'm on the fence.
Dude.
I know you went Eagles.
Nah, it's gonna be between the Lions.
No, you did. I might go Lions, bro. I think I'm going Lions, bro. I think something's telling me Lions in my heart,
I think
and I don't know
Super
why.
Bowl, if they do right, it's gonna be between. See, it's hard to say this too. It's either gonna be the Bills. I don't care, or the Ravens.
But we'll talk about it later. I just want to know if you set the picks in. I just want to know because I haven't sent mine yet.
June, don't say you went Eagles.
You better do it before 4:30.
Yeah.
June, you went Eagles?
You know he did.
Oh, yeah. Hands down.
Yeah, come on. He ain't going.
So we're not gonna. We're not gonna talk about the first picture because we're gonna do our wild card pictures at the last picture. But I just wanted to officially. This is the official playoffs picture. Congrats to all 14 teams. Woo-hoo! Okay.
I don't have my soundboard, Bree. I can't hit the button, man. I'm sorry.
All right, come on, because I'm ready.
All right. So the last 10 full games, this is between CJ Stroud and Bryce Young. Bryce Young has had a phenomenal end of the season, and I hope he picks it up for next year as well. Crazy, right? So in the last 10 full games, CJ Stroud has only had 9 touchdowns, and Bryce Young had 20. Bryce Young only threw 6 interceptions. CJ Stroud threw 8. Bryce Young only got sacked 22 times. That's a lot. But CJ Stroud got sacked 36 times. That is crazy.
That's a difference.
I hate that they compared them to, knowing that they're friends. You know what I'm saying?
Childhood friends too. And I think also because it was the number 1 and number 2 draft pick of the same draft class.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah. I mean, I think CJ Stroud rather take 2 division titles and 2 playoff appearances over. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
But that just shows the growth of Bryce Young with the organization.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's a
know when you have. You also know when you have film, your productivity will drop. So it's not completely. Oh my God, CJ did terrible. It's like, okay, we knew it was gonna take a dip anyway. So.
All right, playoff wins, top 5 of all time. San Francisco with 38, then the New England Patriots with 37. Also tied for number 2nd is the Green Bay Packers with 37, and tied for 4th is the Steelers and the Cowboys.
And Brady got 35 by himself as a quarterback. That was actually a post.
All right, next.
It was the same.
Number of playoff wins all time by franchises. Just scan and look at it.
You know,
I mean, that's
sometimes I like these stats, but I think a lot of the times they're really irrelevant because
Yeah, I mean, who cares?
I think it will always be based maybe at a 2 to 3 year span because that's the tenure that you're going to have that specific group and team that are going to get you where you are during that 3-year term, so to speak. I think when you do a 25-year term, 30-year term, 50-year term, it don't even matter because it's so irrelevant 25 years to go to today.
June, just say that you wish the Eagles had 39 wins instead of 25. All right, so
I really don't care because
NFL
39. Look at the Niners today, to where they were really successful.
Yeah, it really is very much.
They peak at different waves. That's what I'm trying to say.
No, I get that. So the hardest throws in NFL history, you have number 1 Jordan Love in 2024 with a 61.98 miles per hour throw. Joe Milton, number 2 in this season as well. It should say 2025, but 2024 season, 61.71 miles per hour. Then Tom Brady in 2021, 61.53 miles per hour. Those are the top 3. And Joe Milton's jersey is now in the Hall of Fame, the NFL Hall of Fame, for the 2nd hardest throw in NFL history. That's a fast ball.
That's good.
No.
All right, Cam Hayward had the same amount of PBUs, 11, as these DBs: Patrick Surtain, Trayvon Diggs, Jalen Ramsey, Xavier McKinney, and Christian Gonzalez. My big man been working overtime.
That's good. That's what, pass blocks, or what's that? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I did that one twice. All right, so this is the 2024 first team all rookie defense. So the first all teams came out yesterday. So for rookies, right? So this is not all rookies made it, right? But if they were to create a first team all-time rookie defense, this is what Tyler Brooks would look like. And I thought this was actually super accurate. I think these are the best rookies in their positions. Yes, June, Quinyon Mitchell's in there. Look how June's looking. He's looking for Quinyon Mitchell. Yes, he's in there, June. You're good. And then the offense. And then this is also Tyler Brooks' offense. And I agree with this.
Yeah. And rookie. Brock Bowers, I think he's a rookie too, right? Brian Thomas Jr., rookie. Oh, yeah, that's rookie. Okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
All right. Like father, like son. So they had the same, basically a mirrored image first rookie season from each other.
Emma June, I told you about this on Offsides. I just didn't have the numbers in front of me. It's crazy.
That is insane. That is wild.
2 receptions less. 40 something yards more.
49 yards more and 8
in the same touchdown. That's crazy. He's gonna have a good season. Hopefully he has a good career.
Losses by a franchise over the last 30 years. 295 for the Raiders, 294 by the Lions, and 294 by the Browns. Again,
like June said, every team, every franchise has their moment, and these are 3 historically franchise. Yeah. So.
Okay, next. All right, so this is the official AP All-Pro first team. So the special teams, you have Chris Boswell as your kicker, Jack Fox as your punter, kick return, Kamonte Turpin, and then you have your punt returner, Marvin Mims Jr., then you have Brendan Schuler, and then your long snapper, Andrew DiPola.
Okay.
First All-Pro, AP All-Pro first team defense, Myles Garrett, Trey Hendrickson, Hendrickson, Cam Hayward, Chris Jones, Zach Bond, Fred Taylor, Roquan Smith, Patrick Surtain, Derek
That's Fred
Singley
Warner.
Jr. Oh, Fred Warner. What did I say?
Fred Taylor.
Fred Warner. Marlon Humphrey, Kirby Joseph, and Xavier McKinney. I love it. I love it. I think it's amazing. I love it.
I mean, it looks good. I just,
I don't know. I think they left out what's his name? Lane Johnson. And they were comparing.
it's a defense side, John.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, you
I'm
see
over
me
here.
looking
I'm
like
looking. I'm looking at my.
big boys. He just saw big boys.
I looked up. I looked up, man, because I was looking at this picture I was trying to post and I couldn't find it.
All right, offense: Lamar Jackson, Saquon Barkley, Patrick Ricard, Brock Bowers, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Tristan Wirfs. Then you have Joe Thuney, Creed Humphrey, Quinn Miners, and Penei Sewell. Only one person out of offense, defense, and special teams was unanimous for all pro. What do y'all think it is?
Saquon.
Jim?
Lamar.
Nikki?
yeah, probably Lamar.
Jamar Chase.
I'm about to say after I said Justin.
Yeah. All right.
Jamar Chase.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean,
So
triple
I also
crown.
think this looks good, huh?
Mhm.
I said triple crown.
Yep. Triple crown. All right, build a lineup with $15. Your quarterbacks: Mahomes, Jackson, Kirk Cousins, Baker Mayfield, Deshaun Watson. Running back: Saquon Barkley, Derrick Henry, Alvin Kamara, Bijan Robinson, Najee. Your wide receivers: Justin, Chase, Adams, Diggs, and Roman Adunze. Your second wide receivers: Hill, CeeDee Lamb, Garrett Wilson, Amari Cooper, Malik Neighbors. Tight ends: Kelsey, Kittle, Pitts, Bowers, Henry. We got $15. $15.
Who is so I've already spent $4 on Lamar, $3 on Kamara, that's $7. I did then I'm doing Jamar Chase, that's 11. Then I'm doing Amari Cooper and Bowers. There you go. There you go. $15. That's wrong.
Does everyone have theirs?
Yeah.
Yeah, I already did.
Hold
Huh?
on.
Oh, I didn't. I wasn't paying attention. I was doing my own math, Mickey. I was not. All right, Nikki, what was yours again?
Lamar Jackson, Kamara, Chase, Cooper, and Bowers.
Oops, sorry. Plus Brock Bowers, 15. All right, June, what was yours?
I'm gonna go with Baker, Barkley, Chase, Neighbors, and Henry.
Okay. Mine was Baker Mayfield for $2. Then I went Najee for $1. And then I went Justin Jefferson for $7. And then I went George Kittle for $4. And then Malik Neighbors for $1. Frank?
Lamar.
Oh, you didn't. Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Lamar, Kamara, Chase, Cooper, Bowers.
You got the same I did.
Oh, I did?
Yeah, I did Lamar, Kamara, Chase, Cooper, Bowers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Playoff quarterbacks, oldest to youngest. These people getting old, man. Baker Mayfield's already 29. That's crazy.
These people getting old, and I'm older than every last one of these motherfuckers.
And you know,
I
it's
know.
crazy that Baker is 1 year younger than me, but I was in the Navy while he was in college at Oklahoma. And I'm thinking he's like a cute little, well, I was like 23, 24. He was like 22, you know, but to me, I'm like, oh, he's like 10, you know? All right, now we're going to do our wild card weekend picks.
I already sent my picks.
I know Nikki sent hers.
And I ain't sending it in one day. I had to debate.
I know. I don't have it up on my phone right now.
I got you. I'll tell you.
Okay. So Saturday, Chargers at Texans. Frank.
Hate to say it, man, but I'm going Chargers.
Oh, I went Chargers too, Frank. So
And so did
Nikki, what was yours?
I went Chargers.
June?
Just say Texans and let's move on, June. Don't take it so long.
I'm gonna go with Chargers. Frank and I spoke about it. I said 60-40, he said 55-45.
And I still went
Yeah.
Chargers.
All right. And then tonight, oh my God. The Steelers have the freaking Ravens. Oh my God. I want complete silence, utter silence for this whole game. Nikki.
I went the Ravens.
Frank.
Ravens.
June.
Los Ravens.
The only way the Ravens lose this game is if Lamar Jackson plays like
the
ass.
Ravens tank. Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, it ain't got nothing to do with the Steelers. It's
Nope.
all on Lamar Jackson.
I
And
know.
Lamar
He
Jackson
lost
shows
4
up.
in a row. Did
No,
you
and not
hear?
even that. I don't think that should have beat him the first time. I feel like Lamar just doesn't show up when he needs to show up. And
He
this is a
has
game
to show up.
yeah,
That's the
he
problem.
has to
He
show up.
has to show up.
This
This
ain't
is
got
one
done.
and motherfucking done.
Okay.
Yup.
So
Come on, B. Pick yours and let's move on. Come on.
in words of Frank, fuck the Ravens, go Steelers. Which is so fake because those words literally came out his mouth and I still have this. I saved it. I screwed
Okay, Bree. Just say yours so we can move on.
Oh, yeah. Look at my whole room. Y'all know who I'm going. I want my team to win a playoff fucking game. It's been since fucking 2016. So you already know who the fuck I'm going.
All right.
I'm just praying. All right. And then on Sunday, we have the Broncos at the Bills. Frank.
I'm going Bills at home.
Nikki.
Bills Mafia. Gang.
June.
Going Broncos. Just kidding.
Nuh-uh, put Broncos. So that's what the fuck June went.
Just kidding. I'm going Bills.
Why you say with such like the smile?
Because I want to go with the Broncos so bad.
Then go.
It will be so crazy if they beat.
Go with the Broncos. You see what they did to the Chiefs.
I need improve yourself.
Next, we have Green Bay at Philadelphia and Jalen Hurts clear concussion protocol.
Oh, well, we knew that.
Yeah, I'm going Eagles at home.
Yeah, I'm also going Eagles.
This was a hard one for me.
But what did you pick, Nikki?
I had picked the Eagles.
Okay. June's cool.
Look, now it's about to get very, very controversy for me.
Oh, June. The only.
Well, who June went?
He went Eagles. Look what he's wearing.
Eagles.
Look at his room.
Girl, he already sent his Super Bowl pick.
I know.
Hey, June, I'm ready for Bubba's TikToks tomorrow.
Oh, that guy's hilarious.
Next game, we have the notorious, infamous, we get to watch a Marshawn Lattimore and Mike Evans fucking smackdown tomorrow with the Commanders at Buccaneers. because they Marshawn Lattimore is cleared to play. They took him off IR. I think they took him off IR just to fight Mike Evans.
I was gonna go Commanders on this one. I was going Commanders before
I'm
we
going Buccaneers.
recorded, but I'm going Bucks at home. I
First
think
down,
Baker's
Tampa Bay.
Baker needs to win this game. He needs to win this game too.
Nikki,
I went Commanders.
June.
I'm going Tampa. And the way they're losing at home. Well, I mean, they have lost
Hey,
before.
oh,
Yeah, I looked at you like, huh?
They lost against the Ravens at home. We were there. So I think
all right.
that
No,
and
they
then on
got
Monday,
murdered.
we have the Vikings at LA Rams. Now I'm torn because I love the Rams and I
Oh.
love Samantha.
I'm going Rams at home. I mean, I'm going Rams. I think the Rams are. When we say people are trending
they're
in the right
technically
direction.
home, but they're just playing in Arizona.
I went Vikings.
June.
yeah, I'm going Rams.
It's so hard for me. I'm gonna go Vikings.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go Vikings. Rams, I still love you. Josie, don't get mad at me. I'm going Vikings. And that is our wild card weekend.
So I'm the only one that went Commanders. Okay. And then me and Bree went Vikings. Okay.
So we got a little bit of time. We finished actually pretty good timing. I'll go around the.
Go ahead. Sorry, I forgot.
No, I'll go around the room. No, I was gonna say let's talk about the games. I mean, not just prediction. Like we already know who we think's gonna win. What do you think those teams have to do to win? You know what I'm saying? Like if you go, let's start Steelers and Ravens, right?
Yeah, that's
I
probably the
already
biggest game for me.
for you. Okay, why?
I think because number one, I am a Lamar favorite. Everybody kind of whoever don't know that now knows. But I think it's more than just winning. I think the one that they lost, it was poor on Lamar. And I think like you have listened, you as in Lamar, he has changed his not changed, altered. Let me say altered. He has altered his the way he plays to kind of shut down what the critics have said. Oh, he can't throw, he has to run, blah, blah, blah. Like, he has altered that. Now, okay, good. You alter that. But if you can't win, then to me, you didn't even stay true to yourself, right? You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
you have to find a way to find a balance to do what you say you want to do, kind of answers the critics and win the game. Like that's that. That's number one. Number two for me, the I think for the Steelers, we got to get off of this. We've never lost a season. Like
And we haven't.
yeah, who cares if when you get to where it matters, you can't sustain. I mean, after a while, that to me is it was good for when it was good, but now if we stay there, we're staying mediocre. Who cares? You know what I mean? So for me, that is the most important game just because of that. Now, I'm not saying all the other ones aren't important. All of them obviously is important because it's win or you're gone. But statements need to be made. And to me, by both teams right now. But I still want Lamar to win.
For me, Steelers need to prove that they can win a playoff game. And Ravens need to prove that they can
stay in the playoffs, stay in the postseason.
They can't choke in the playoffs.
Yeah.
June, what game you wanna that you picking and
Well,
why? I doubt he's going Eagles. He's going Eagles. June.
Actually, the game I'm kind of really, really curious about is the Steelers and the Ravens game. And I said it on the podcast the other day. It's because it doesn't matter if you're an MVP, he still choked. It doesn't matter if you had a great season, you still choked.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter if your name is Lamar Jackson, you still choked. So is this a trend? Are we gonna go into your playoff game and if that happens, what are your guys' take on Lamar Jackson moving forward?
He's the new age Peyton Manning.
Yeah, for me, it doesn't change.
What? It's
No.
got to. It's got to. Somewhere it
It
has.
all depends. It all
he gets-
depends, June.
yeah.
It depends on how the game go. Because
I'm going in tonight. I don't give a fuck. If I gotta break his ankle, if I gotta pick him off 8 times,
she's so
Lamar
funny.
is freaking losing.
I think it depends, June,
It's
because
too big for my head.
I'll give you an example, and it has nothing to do with Lamar. But the Super Bowl 2 years ago, when the Eagles in there, Jalen played well. I feel like he was the player on the fucking team. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, they
Lamar.
still. I understand, but listen to what I'm saying.
The
What
Black
I'm
Stallion.
saying is, it all depends on how he plays, because he can play well and the team can still lose. The likeliness of that is slimmer. Not that it's impossible. It is slimmer because normally when Lamar balls, um, he puts the team on his shoulder and they win. But I think it depends on how he plays. For me, if he played well, like if he's not turning over the balls, he doing all that extra stuff. Um, it is what it is. I just don't. The game is more for Lamar to lose than the Steelers to win. That's all.
But that's where I'm getting at though. Like, what if it's not the team and it's the Lamar effect?
Oh yeah, then of course stuff has to change. The thought process of
So
Lamar will change.
I will say this: you have to at that
Now,
point.
what's your game?
No, I don't. Honestly, I really don't give a fuck. To be real with you, these games, I do want to see the Ravens dominate, not just because Lamar needs to show something, and so does Josh Allen, though. So does
If the
Josh Allen.
Broncos
So
come out of there and give him a
Yeah,
fight,
but
I'm
I
gonna
don't.
be so shocked.
And
The
that's a good
problem
point.
is, I
That's a good point.
expect the Bills to win. If they lose, I think that'll be the shocker. But
Bo
the
Nix,
the expectation is already
different.
there for them to win.
Bo Nix is different.
Yeah.
Bobo is different.
Yeah, but so is Josh Allen.
Yes, yes. That is Josh.
They're
Allen.
not on the same level.
No, they're definitely not
You
on
get
the
what I'm
same
saying?
level.
So yeah.
But I'm like, if there was one rookie that I could be like, oh, he could more likely go toe to toe with that team, it would be Bo.
So here's what I'm gonna say, right? And I said this on off sides, right? And this is kind of what I wanted us to kind of really dive into today. So to answer June's question, yes, I would look at Lamar differently. You got two MVPs, one unanimous. You might win your third one, and you're 2-6 or 7 if you lose in the postseason. You can't consider yourself a great quarterback when you can't get past the certain games, right? Um, and then you have to look at, is it coaching? Is it the players? Is it the staff? Is it the head coach? I look at the Bills, Josh Allen, he built that team up, went from nothing to something to losing his main receiver and putting that team on his back. But guess what? He's been to AFC Championship and went toe to toe with Mahomes. You know what I'm saying? Like they came down to 13 seconds. You know what I'm saying? That they changed the playoff rules the following year for that. I mean, Lamar went to AFC Championship too, and they both came up short. And every time they come up short, coming up short against who? Mahomes and the Chiefs. So they both need to overcome this. So I think they both need to have good showings, right? If Lamar comes out here and goes 25 or 40, 300 plus yards, 2 passing touchdowns, 1 rushing touchdown, they still lose. Look, I can't say nothing because at that
Yeah,
point,
that's what I'm saying.
he
Depends.
did what he had to do.
Yeah.
But if he goes out there and does like he normally does in some of these games and overthrowing,
Overthrow.
underthrowing, not running, and it's making it look like, for example, when they played the Steelers the first time this season, oh, the Steelers, no, Lamar was not playing great. It didn't matter. He's Lamar's one of the only players in the NFL that your defense really can't prepare for. He's that kind of apex quarterback. You know what I'm saying? He needs to win a Super Bowl. He needs to get to the Super Bowl. He needs to. I'm sorry. If he doesn't, we can't keep putting him up in the conversations of, oh, he's great, 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 and you can't get to the game. You gotta slay the dragon eventually. But that's me. That's my game, and that's why.
There was one thing I wanted to talk about, and I forgot all about it. And then, but Henry Ruggs is eligible for parole in August of 2026. What NFL team will take a chance at him?
Somebody will.
Somebody,
I think
I
it,
don't know who.
yeah, I
He
don't know who. I
is
think it depends.
talented. Like aside from the most disgusting thing he did, football wise, he's fast, he's talented.
Yeah,
Someone's
but
gonna be desperate.
yeah, I think it depends. And I think the key word you just used was desperate. Because he's fast, he's this, he's that. But you got to also remember, as the year goes, people are developing. People like they're finding new ways to do, the same thing or whatever. So it just depends. I think it depends on yeah, people being desperate. Now it sucks to say this because it's not to say that he wasn't an elite player when he was in. And you want to believe as humans, because we all make mistakes, we all make bad decisions and whatever, that
Mhm.
you want to get at least given the opportunity to give a second chance. You know what I
To
mean?
grow and learn.
Yeah. But it also, the fear is shit. Will he do this again? Because power, opportunity, and I'm not saying, whatever, but a lot of times we fall victim of stuff that we know is probably not the right thing to do. So I don't know. Desperate times will call for desperate measures. So he might get that opportunity, but he gonna have to start from the bottom,
Mhm.
you know.
And one last thing, Shador and Travis Hunter will not be attending the 2025 NFL draft this year, and they're both top 10 draft picks. I think they're staying at home and watching or go watching together. But this thing, it came out yesterday. I didn't like it. Giants GM asked, so Joe Schuin asked CB Nick McLeod to take a pay cut from the 1 year, $2.98 million deal he signed this offseason, which McLeod denied. In response, the GM told McLeod's representatives, don't pay rent. As soon as I replace him, I'm going to replace him. I'm not fucking around.
I
Y'all
mean, what's
gave
not
me the
to?
money and now you're trying to take it away from me?
They're just trying to, restructure it. You can restructure it. I mean, this is a business. You know, something Pat Riley said, and this is Pat Riley's basketball for the don't people that don't know. He said when you're under contract, that matters. Like these players need to understand that you're under contract. That means you owe the organization something. You signed a piece of paper saying that you're going to play that. Fuck that. No, I like it. You know what? Reduce your shit so we can get players in here. You don't want to do that? Guess what? Don't worry about it. Because as soon as I can replace you, you're out of here. So it is what it is. I love it.
But I think that should have been like an in-house conversation. He didn't need to broadcast it to the world. That's why I didn't
Look,
like
why not? These players broadcast everything.
it. Yeah, especially on Twitter.
You know, when they want out of but look at Tyreek Hill, all of them, they get up there and
Oh,
say what they want
you
to
heard the
say.
you heard the update on Tyreek?
Now he wants to stay. He
He
wants
wants to
to,
stay and he's going to commit
yeah,
to
yeah,
Miami
whatever,
Dolphins. And then
whatever.
after that, because when he said that, Jalen Ramsey also said he wanted out.
Hmm.
And then Tyreek said that he wants to stay, and now Jalen Ramsey is redacting his statement too.
I don't, I don't care.
Jalen is a joke.
He's a
Anyway,
done. He's done. He's done.
um,
Let's go wrap it up.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Every time somebody says Jalen, it reminds me of that zesty ass fucking video he did.
Who locked who down?
Yeah. Really?
Really, really? Who locked who down? Spicy, bro. That dude sit down somewhere.
Oh,
All right, America.
that's
It's
it,
been a
Nikki.
pleasure.
All right. Thanks for listening to all. I was about to say off the hook, and then I was about to say off sides. Thanks for listening to Frank Presents the Play Call. Wild Card Weekend. Hope everybody enjoys their weekend. Stay safe. Don't forget to like, subscribe. And I hope everyone has a fantastic week. You have some teams in Cancun right now, but according to Michael Parsons, the Cowboys are winning the Super Bowl next year. and don't be surprised. Don't forget to follow all of I just said that. Bye guys.
Yeah, peace.
Bye.